Just another night. I'm thinking too hard when my mind isn't right. I often wonder if I'm so far ahead or if I'm falling behind.
Welcome to another episode of Lawns to Gardens. I am your host, Randall Scott. Today we are on the streets of Portland and we're going to learn survival tips, because as much as the media is telling you that everything's going to be fine, it's not. The economy is collapsing, peak oil has arrived, you're experiencing it in the form of the mortgage crisis meltdown, and money is going to become much less valued as food prices continue to rise, as we've been telling you for a long time here on Lawns to Gardens. Today, I'm hitting the streets with Railer member DD Desade. He's going to be teaching us survival tips. So pay attention and learn how you can make it when you hit the streets, if you do. So you have warrants out?
Yeah. So,
what for?
You know, just being fucked with when I was homeless. Cops can get a lot of shit there, being homeless and shit.
How long were you living on the streets?
8 months.
8 months. What were your biggest challenges, if you had to say, living on the streets?
There's a lot of issues about people thinking they're tougher than you. You have to constantly try and seem tougher than everybody else. You always have to be prepared for everything. I kept a knife on me at all times, just in case. It's pretty degrading, actually. A lot of people scream at you to get a job, but they have no idea how hard it is to get a job without an address or a phone number, you know?
So what are some panhandling tips you can tell people in order to make money if they find themselves on the streets?
Don't do a sob story. Don't say homeless, stranded, hungry, stuff like that. Just say like we'll tell a joke for $1, stock tips $1. I bet you $1 you'll read my sign. At least we're not mugging you. Spare money for a six-pack. That's
so when you're asked, you find humor helps.
Yes, humor does help. People like to smile. Sparing your change for a bottle in front of me or frontal lobotomy. But you have to be careful where you fly. At least we're not mugging you. You can't do that in the ghetto because you will get shot.
So how much money could you make in a day from asking for spare change?
Wow. It really depends. Mondays, pretty slow. Usually around probably like $14. Usually, but around like the holiday season, me and my buddy Travis made enough for a hotel room and to get really drunk. So that was about $80. So
in one day?
In one day.
What do people blow their cash on?
Cigarettes, food, and booze, really.
Really?
Yeah, that's what we always sponged for, because, you know, that's the only thing we really needed. When you don't have anything else, fucking, you just want to get drunk. I've noticed more that when you try and make people feel sorry for you, they tend to ignore you. I'm not sure why that is, but I mean, shit, I do it too. I've been here a while, man.
So, this is a place where you had a roof over your head when you slept?
Yep. Whenever it was raining, I'd always come here. And this place is abandoned, so nobody ever woke me up. Got to sleep in. It was a little bit cold. You should always put cardboard underneath you whenever you're sleeping, because the concrete will actually suck the calcium from your bones, and it sucks the heat from your body.
So you would sleep on this concrete?
With cardboard over the top of it, yes. And then you use your backpack as a pillow, and you basically, this is your car, your house right here, your backpack. and you just have it underneath your head. Make sure one of the shoulder straps is wrapped around your arm like this, and that way if anybody tries to take it from you, it'll wake you up. Spanging would be asking for spare change. Schwill would be let's go drink. I would take it to a food spot, but I'm not allowed there for actually searching for food through the trash cans. So yeah, if I go there, I go to jail for a while.
Wow.
Criminal trespassing.
What are some interactions you've had with police?
See, I've been beat up, got woken up with a few guns in my face, got dragged out of my sleeping bag, and then beat up. Been woken up being arrested.
For loitering or?
Loitering, trespassing, or they'll just put you in cuffs until they realize they don't have a reason to take you in.
So, why would somebody just leave this here?
Multiple reasons. Maybe it was somebody trying to sell some clothes, and that's just the stuff they wouldn't take.
Because we're next to a place that takes clothing and buys it.
Yeah.
So a lot of people will do cans or sell clothing or what they can to make money.
Yeah, either that or that was somebody with a house trying to sell clothes and then just left it there for the homeless people to rummage through.
What about all these bars on the dumpsters? Just keep people out?
Yep.
They normally locked?
Yeah, they're normally locked. Oh yeah, this is just another one of the drinking spots. Scumfucks too. I love this place. A lot of good memories here, and things that I've forgotten as well.
What would you say the economy, what's going on right now? I mean, all you hear in the media is blah, 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 but what are you witnessing?
What am I witnessing? The economy, I think it's falling. I really do. Everything is becoming more and more overpriced, completely trying to annihilate the poor, the homeless, just trying to wipe them out, really. And everybody's just oblivious to it because of what the media tells them. They'll believe anything they'll hear.
So what's this spot?
This is the Turnaround. It's another pretty good drinking spot. But kind of shady because we burnt it out. Another word of advice, you and your friends probably, if you're lucky enough to have friends when you're homeless, you should probably form some sort of a street gang. It's for protection. We had more of a crew because we didn't want to call ourselves a gang, but we were the kicked out crew because we're kicked out of basically everywhere. I'm not allowed to go anywhere anymore. So, you know, everything that you ever get, you have to share. And I mean, it's not like a have to. It's like you want to, because these guys sitting next to you are the only things you have, you know. So you want to make sure they're not hungry. You want to make sure they're drunk enough to fall asleep when they're sugar, you know. So yeah, it's like a real bond.
What about keeping warm?
You don't. You learn to live with it. There's always layers, but eventually you will get cold. And it takes a few months, but you do get used to it. You get used to the rain as well. It gets to the point where you learn to not be comfortable unless you're shivering.
What do you guys do for time when you're passing time? Compare tattoos and shit?
No. There's this game called Your Team. We play that quite a bit.
What's your team?
You pick out the most haggard people you can find and put them on your buddy's team. What we like to talk about happening is all of our teams gather one day and fight to the death. They're all on your team. So said I forgot how many squat spots I had. It's been so long that I just haven't thought about it, you know? Like, I got one right there. I got one right there. I got 1, 2 blocks that way. Let's see. Then another 1, 2 blocks that way and 6 blocks that way. Jesus Christ, they're everywhere. I slept all over this fucking town.
So this is another one of your spots?
Yeah, slept right over there.
Hang on, let's wait. So you slept where?
Right there. Looks like somebody else has been sleeping there too.
How can you tell?
There's a carpet.
So this is... You're telling me this is somebody's bed?
Yeah.
That's a bed. Looks comfy.
Totally. We slept here quite a bit. That's the bathroom. This is my bedroom. That's Tony's bedroom. That's Travis' bedroom.
These are bedrooms?
Yes, we established that.
Where's the bathroom?
Over there, that corner. See that waste management container? That's the closet.
You'd hide shit there?
Yeah. As long as it wasn't garbage day, nobody'd take it. So usually if you go to a mall or something, like a yuppie will take a few bites of their food and be like, I'm actually not really hungry, and they'll just throw it away after just a few bites and just sit there and watch. And if you see somebody throw away a full plate of food, just run as fast as you can and get it. But make sure and keep an eye out for security, because security don't like it, and they will definitely exclude you.
So we're talking about, you know, are these things pretty much picked clean?
Yeah, I mean, you could probably get maybe a good 10 cents out of there, but...
What,
nothing.
in cans or glasses?
Yeah, but I never return cans. I could always make more money panhandling. Because you just gotta know how to do it, you know. Smile, be friendly, you know, make people laugh.
More bars and more places. If that was true, how come we can't find one to get a drink?
I don't know, it sucks.
So this is where you're working now?
Yeah.
And your boss is cool?
Yeah, all my bosses kick ass.
Good. So they give you a chance?
Yeah, they got me off the streets.
What would you say your experiences were when you went to the hospital? And you know,
Which time? I never went there unless I absolutely had to, you know, like I thought I was about to die or something. Like one time I went there just because my buddy Tony had dislocated his shoulder in a fight. Another time I went there because I got...
Tony's an Iraq vet, right?
Yeah.
And he's living on the streets?
Yeah. It's something that the media won't tell you about.
Now, how many vets do you think are living on the streets?
I personally know of 5.
5, just here in Portland?
Yeah. And I'm sure there's more. It does get old pretty quick. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of really good experiences being homeless. I mean, I have a lot of really good memories because you're just completely free. But at the same time, being cold all the time, you know, not knowing if you're going to eat, or like not knowing if you're going to be able to find a place to sleep. You know, that gets old. You know, bundling up when you don't have blankets, that gets kind of old too. And just, yeah, and I mean, unless you really don't care about that stuff, you know, I don't know. I don't think I was cut out for the streets per se. That's why I have a house again now. I just couldn't take it for that much longer. Come gather round now, come one and come all, and I'll tell you all about the dumbest thing I ever saw. Saw a cop kill a kid, that's really what he did. Well, the cop got away, justice wasn't there that day. I guess that's the way, guess things are. If you have a badge and you kill someone you never see, bars your uniform, doesn't make you right. Your uniform doesn't make you right. Your uniform doesn't make you right. Your uniform doesn't make you right. A man in blue is after you and you don't know what to do. Well, rest your weary eyes, cause revolution's coming soon. It's wrong to think, it's wrong to speak, opinions are wrong. Well, baby, don't you fret, it won't be like this for long. You see, it's why I sing the sad, sad song, cause it won't be long before I'm detonating bombs. Your uniform doesn't make you right. Your uniform doesn't make you right. Woo! I kinda fucked it up, but oh well.
If you had to give an overall comment about getting off the streets, what would you say?
Getting off the streets. Don't give up. Keep looking for a job. And no matter what anybody tells you, just keep going. Booze is fine. Booze helps you sleep. Stay away from the heroin. There's a lot of meth out there. Everybody's always trying to get you high. And don't do it. It's just, you're just going to wind up staying homeless if you do that. Everyone I know hadn't done drugs until they were on the streets. And a buddy of mine just died actually from a drug overdose. So stay away from it.
Sorry to hear it.
It happens. Don't give up, like I said. And every day try harder than you tried yesterday.
So that's about what we can offer as far as street tips. It doesn't have to be in the city of Portland. It could be any city that you're in. If you're on the street, you can get off. If you're doing drugs, have your fun. Don't be dangerous. Don't do crime. Feed yourself well, and all the other tips that you learned. And good luck to you, because we're all going to need it. We need to get our asses together. And remember, if you have families with houses, make sure that they're turning their lawns into gardens. See you next time.